everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Broncos coming in at 9-6, going up against the Raiders, who come in at 11-4.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Fresh set of downs here. Jones now in motion left. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there and knocking it away and preventing that first touchdown.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Here we go now.
Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Here's Mahomes to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. To have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run here with Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. A toss play to Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Second and just 1. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Snap count threw the defense off. 5-yard penalty. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the linebacker, Carlos Dansby. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down, Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Ready? Wait. 550.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's go now.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And room there to work it inside the 25. Now we're going to get a halt in the action because Ty Montgomery is shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. A first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now a second down throw for Winston. On the screen, this is Woodhead. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Strong right. Ready? Move it. We got 3.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. On 4th down, Vance Joseph going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
This will be taken short. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200-plus?
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, Winston. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Play fake, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this path.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, Not a great start.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check. Patriot! Green, 39! No, check. Patriot!
On third and long, it's Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Woodhead. What a spin. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Winston now from the 50. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mahomes now on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st and 10, Winston. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos add on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, here we go.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw is Winston. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Ready.
Jameis to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Winston. Now he's flushed out, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Johnny Hekker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go, D, let's go. Here we go.
On the toss, Mixon. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Green, 39.
And the back goes into motion. Throwing is Mahomes on third. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. It's caught. Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now Mahomes. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Out to kick is Janikowski. The return man now is Danny Woodhead. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here with Woodhead. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Ready? White 25. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
On the ground, this is Woodhead. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They run again with Woodhead. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense, stepping up, going in their direction after a play like that.
Now toss play. It's Woodhead. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. From the gun, Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. First down, Mahomes. The left side completion to Jones. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there in a Raider first.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee you that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
Green, 39.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They begin the drive with Woodhead. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Woodhead. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now a desperation throw deep, and now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They run with Woodhead, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Broncos much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Fitzpatrick out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. This on 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Broncos, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.